Welcome to this video on formatting. Myself Nimisha Philip from Data Semantics. In Tableau, some formatting is controlled by the Format pane. This is a powerful tool to control the look of a workbook. We can open the Formatting pane from the Formatting menu. This gives an easy access to specific aspects of formatting such as font and alignment, or by right-clicking on the header of an element and selecting Format. Either option will bring up the Format pane, which opens over the Data pane and needs to be manually closed when the formatting is complete. Formatting pane changes based on the item being formatted. Here it is for the field whose header I clicked on. If we click around, whatever is selected will be the element that formatting pane pertains to. If we click on the right white space in the view and select Format, here's the non-field specific layout, the same as we get from the Format menu. First, we see the type of formatting settings, font, alignment, shading, borders and lines. Font allows us to control things such as font itself, size, color. Let us set the worksheet to Times New Roman. Size as 10 and color as red. We can independently control the totals and tooltip. We are currently on the Sheet tab. Alternatively, we could work independently with the rows or columns and have our changes apply at that scope. Once we have modified an option, that control becomes bold. This is an easy way to keep track of what changes have been made. It is also possible to clear any modification at the bottom of the pane. Our next formatting choice is alignment. Clicking on the drop-down for the default pane, we see our options include horizontal, direction, vertical and wrap. Pane controls the alignment inside the pane, such as mark labels. We will make our pane direction vertical. Headers are things like the market and country names. We will assign those to be centered. Note as we go along, often isn't how we should format things. We are just trying to make it clear what is impacted by each type of formatting. So we will clear this using the button at the bottom. Next is shading. Here the new options are row banding and column banding. We can set the color for the pane or header. Let's make them different so that we can see what's going on. Band size groups 2 or 3 tick marks together with the shading as here. The level is where the brand are grouped. So here we have two groups, market and country. If the shading is at the market level, market is the header. If it is at the country level, country is the header. We will clear this out so that we can see what comes next. Borders. Borders are the lines that are surrounded the table headers, etc. We can see what each piece does by playing with it. Let's make our default header to thin. Welcome to this video on Formatting Pane. We'll be discussing about borders. Borders are the lines that surround the table, header, etc. We can see what each piece does by playing with it. Let's make a default header, thin dashed gold line. Now you will see where it impacts in the view. For clarity, we will return it back to none. Now let's see how the rows and column divider works. So in Pane, you can see it's a view. Let us set the dotted orange line and make it to thicker. You will notice the header will automatically match, though this can be adjusted separately manually. The level again controls the divider where it goes. Here it is between the markets. If we bring it up, it is between the countries. The column divider is much the same. Watch the line between the order priority at the top of the view. Now let us turn it off. Note that the line between the order priorities went away. We will clear all this again. The next one is lines. Lines are major formatting choices, and it is easier to see on a scatter plot as they include items such as grid lines, zero lines, trend lines, etc. Let us make our grid line green, zero lines dashed, and trend lines, let us make it little thick, and reference line we will make it dotted. A common confusion between border, this is box here, and the lines, border box and the line box. For example, grid lines in the scatter plot may look like a box icon, but they are not borders around the cells or panes. They are lines, so they live under the line icon. Another way to clear all this formatting is by coming here and selecting Clear Worksheet Formatting. Once we have gotten the worksheet formatting exactly as we desire, it is often easier to be able to carry through the formatting to other worksheets. Here our scatter plot formatted just how we want it. We can also have another scatter plot where we can have the same formatting. So for this, right click on the tab which you want to copy the formatting, select copy formatting and paste it in the desired worksheet. Note what is copied and pasted. Worksheet formatting only. The mark type, colors, sizing and reference lines are view specific and don't transfer. The axis formatting and things like lines did copy. A quick way to remember is that the formatting done in the format pane will copy and paste. Formatting done in the view will not. Finally, we can format the font at the level of Workbook. Click the Format menu and select Workbook. We can control all the fonts in the Workbook as a unified, consistent experience across the entire Workbook. Thank you for watching this video on Formatting Pane. Stay tuned for our new videos. Thank you.